Let's begin with a new chapter today, Introduction to Python. Let's start learning objectives. Define Python programming language. Install Python software. Use interactive mode. Use script mode. Understand variables and data types. Apply operators in Python. Write simple programs. Use the input function. In this chapter, you will learn about Python, one of the most popular programming languages in the world. Python is known for its simple syntax, which makes it an excellent language for beginners. Even though it is easy to learn, Python is a powerful language used by professionals for tasks such as web development, data analysis, artificial intelligence, and much more. Python is a high-level general-purpose programming language. High level means that Python is closer to human languages, making it easier for people to read and write. General purpose means it can be used for different types of programming tasks, from creating games to building websites or analyzing data. Features of Python. Python has several important features. It is simple and easy to learn, with a clear syntax that reads like English, which helps beginners to understand it quickly. Python is an interpreted language, meaning code is executed line by line, making it easy to find and correct errors. It is platform independent, so programs written in Python can run on different operating systems like Windows, Mac OS, and Linux. Python includes a large standard library, providing many built-in modules for tasks such as file handling, mathematical calculations, and web interactions. It is free and open source, allowing anyone to use and contribute to its development. It has strong community support with a large number of resources, tutorials, and forums available for help and learning. Installing Python. To install Python on your computer, follow these steps. Step 1. Visit the official Python website. Step 2. Click on the link for the latest Python release. Step 3. Once the download completes, find the downloaded file on the computer and double-click it to open the installation window. Step 4. In the installation window, check the box that says Add Python, exe to path, and select Install Now. Python will install on the computer and you are ready to start coding. Modes of Python. Python can be used in two main modes, interactive mode and script mode. Interactive mode. Interactive mode allows you to type Python commands directly into the Python interpreter and see the results immediately. It's like having a conversation with Python. You give a command and Python responds right away. Script mode. Script mode involves writing your Python code in a text file, saving it with a .py extension, and then executing the entire script at once. This mode is used for writing longer programs. Working in interactive mode. To start Python in interactive mode, follow these steps. Step 1. Click on the Start button on the computer. Step 2. Navigate to the Python folder which contains the installed version. Step 3. Click on Idle, Python 3.13. This will open the Python shell window. Components of Python idle shell window. The Python idle shell window consists of several components that help you write and execute Python code easily. Title bar displays the name of the current document and includes control buttons like minimize, maximize, and close. Menu bar contains various menus such as file, edit, shell, debug, and help, which allow you to perform different actions like creating a new file or running a program. Script area. This is the space where you write and edit the Python code. Status bar. Located at the bottom, the status bar shows information about current state of the window such as cursor position. Prompt. Shown as, the prompt indicates that the Python interpreter is ready to accept commands. You can type any Python code here, press the enter key and see the output immediately. For example, type 30 plus 70 and press enter. Python will display the result 100 instantly. This immediate feedback makes the interactive mode ideal for quick calculations or trying out small code snippets. Working in script mode. In script mode, you can write and save longer Python programs in a file, unlike interactive mode, which is used for quick calculations or testing small code snippets. Script mode is ideal for creating and running complete programs. To work in script mode, follow these steps. Step 1. Open the Python idle shell. Step 2. Click on the File menu and select the New File option. A new window called Script Area will open where you can type the code. Step 3. Type the Python code in this new window. For example, print Hello World. Step 4. To save the program, go to the File menu and choose Save. In the Save As dialog box, select a location, enter a file name with the .py extension, example hello-world.py, and click on the Save button. Step 5. To run the program, press F5 or go to the Run menu and select the Run module option. The output of the program will appear in the Python shell window. Variables. A variable in programming is like a container that holds a value. Imagine a box where you can store something to use later. To create a variable in Python, you simply assign a value to a name using the equal to sign. For example, age equals 11. Name equals Ananya. Her age is a variable that holds the number 11. Name is a variable that holds the text Ananya. Rules for naming variables. When choosing names for variables, follow these rules. Variable names must begin with a letter small a to z or capital A to z or an underscore. Correct. Student, comma, underscore, total marks. Incorrect. One student, comma, hash score. After the first character, you can use letters, numbers and underscores. For example, student 1, max underscore, data and the value. Do not use spaces in variable names. Use underscores instead. Example, first underscore name instead of first name. Variable names are case sensitive. This means age and age are different variables. Do not use Python reserved words as variable names. These are special words like if, else, print, etc. Here is a list of common Python reserved words displayed in the box. Data types. Data types specify the kind of data a variable holds. Common data types in Python include integer, whole numbers without decimal points. Example, 10, 0, minus 5. Float, numbers with decimal points. Examples, 3.14, 0.0, minus 2.5. String, a sequence of characters enclosed in a single or double quotes. Example, hello, Python, 1, 2, 3. Boolean, represents true or false values. Example, is underscore student equals true, past equals false. Comments. Comments are notes in the code that help explain and what the code does. Python ignores the comments when running a program. Single line comments start with a hash symbol. Example, hash, this is a single line comment. Print, welcome to Python. Operators. Operators are special symbols in Python that perform operations on values or variables. They help us carry out calculations, compare values, and make decisions in our programs. Types of operators. In Python, operators are grouped into several categories based on the type of operation they perform. Here are some common types. Arithmetic operators. Arithmetic operators are used to perform mathematical calculations like addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, etc. Here, in the box displayed below, you have 3 columns: operator, description and example. For example, A equals 15, B equals 4 and the sum would be A plus B, that is 19. If you want to know the difference, A minus B, the difference would be 11. The product equals A into B, which is 60. Comparison operators. Comparison operators compare two values and return a Boolean value true or false. In the box displayed below, the operator as equals, description equal to, examples A equals B. And examples like x equals 7, y equals 10, print x equals y, hashtag false, print x exclamatory equals y, hashtag true, print x less than y, hashtag true, and so on. Assignment operators. Assignment operators are used to assign values to variables. They can also perform operations and assign the result to the variable. The same way, it is displayed in the box as operator, description and example. You can see the examples displayed below, like a equals 10, a plus equal is 5, hashtag a is now 15, a into multiplied equals 2, hashtag a is now 30, and so on. Logical operators. Logical operators are used to combine multiple conditions or to invert a condition's result. Operator, description and examples are displayed below. Example, a equals 8, b equals 5, c equals 3. Print close bracket with a greater than b and b greater than c. Hashtag true, and print close brackets a less than b or b greater than c, hashtag true, and so on. Using operators in programs. Operators are essential for programming calculations and making decisions in programs. Example program, calculate the area of a triangle. Example program, calculate the area of a rectangle. Length equals 12, width equals 5. Area equals length into width. Print the area of the rectangle is area. Order of operations. Python follows the standard mathematical order of operations, also known as BODMAS. Brackets, order, division, multiplication, addition and subtraction. For example, multiplication is performed before addition. Result equals 10 plus 2 into 5. Hashtag result is 20. Using parentheses. You can use parentheses with closed brackets to change the order of operations. Example, in the following code, addition is performed before multiplications due to parentheses. Result equals 10 plus 2 multiplied by 5. Hashtag result is 60. Some simple programs. Program 1. Adding two numbers. Hashtag this program adds two numbers. Number 1 equals 10. Number 2 equals 15. Sum equals number 1 plus number 2. Print sum of number 1 and number 2 is apostrophe sum. You can see the result displayed in the box. Program 2. Calculating the area of a rectangle. Hashtag this program calculates the area of a rectangle. Length equals 8, width equals 5. Area equals length into width. Print the area of the rectangle is, area with the closed brackets. Program 3. Calculating the average of three numbers. Hashtag this program calculates the average of three numbers. Number 1 equals 20, number 2 equals 25, number 3 equals 30. Total equals number 1 plus number 2 plus number 3. Average equals total divided by 3. Print the average is, the average with the closed brackets. The input function. In Python, the input function allows the program to receive information from the user. This means the program can ask questions and use the answers in calculations or decisions. By using the input function, you can prompt the user to enter some data. The function then waits for the user to type something and press the enter key. Syntax. Variable equals input in closed brackets with your message. Example, name equal to input with the closed brackets of your name. Print hello and name. The program asks the user, what is your name? The user's response is stored in the variable name. The program then greets the user his or her name. What is your name? Ananya. Hello Ananya. Receiving numerical input. By default, the input function treats all the input as text or strings. If you want to use the input as a number, like integer or float, you need to convert it using the int or float functions. Program 4. Adding two integer numbers entered by the users. Program 5. Adding two float numbers entered by the user. Program 6. Calculating the area of a circle based on user input. Program 7. Calculating the average of three numbers entered by the users. Program 8. Converting Celsius to Fahrenheit based on user input. Now, let's get into the chapter summary. Python is a high-level programming language that is easy for beginners. Python has simple syntax, interpreted execution, and platform independence. It is free, open source, and has strong community support. Python can be installed from the official website. There are two modes, interactive mode and script mode. Variables store values and follow naming rules. Data types include integers, floats, strings, and booleans. Comments help explain code are ignored during execution. Operators perform calculations and comparisons in programs. The input function allows programs to receive user input.